Okay, 1 second. The heck is going on here? My computer's acting very slow. And okay, and we are live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to race number 12 of the LSRA NASCAR series from Baarlo Raceway here in the Netherlands. And joining me today is my fellow broadcasting partner slash racing partner, Dakota. We got 4 races until the playoffs start at Trenton. 6 drivers currently locked in, 10 spots left. Who do you like to fill them?
Well, obviously, I think it's everyone's number 1 pick, definitely Turfo. He's sitting right now overall in points at 4th. All he needs is a win to get himself locked in. This is a short track and turf. He's on the records. He's shown to be really great at short tracks, so hopefully he can get out front and be consistent enough to get the win and knock himself in the playoffs.
Another one to look out for is definitely AJK, though he's not. And I lagged out. What? Uh-oh.
Well, I guess you're doing this from the booth.
Well,
all right.
Hold on. Let me see what happened here. Let me check to see if everybody else is. I think they're gonna restart. All I know is I'm alone. Oh, it looks like we're both doing it from the booth. That's all right.
Alright, here they are. Number 28 are Utah Beast. Very luscious today by Giraffe.
I will remind everybody that it's going to be, I believe, a doubleheader today. So we will be going 198 laps.
Yes, we will. Here they come onto the front straight. Banking sort of like New Hampshire and Martinsville. Anyway, here we go. Green flag. Let's go racing, or as they say here in the Netherlands, Laten we gaan race.
They're off into the first corner. It looks like Giraffe is going to have the early lead. Look at Gamerstick. He gets to the inside of Jeremy
3 wide
there.
through 3 and 4.
Bulldogs gets a little tap, gets sent up into the corner as multiple cars go by him. Let's follow along with the leader, Cartman.
Pack's starting to spread itself out. They're 3 wide. Or not 3 wide, single file.
Looks like we might get a little breakaway here. We might see some pack racing here. We might not. Might get a little broken up like we saw last week at Venray. Venray, the pack got really broken up early, and we saw no cautions, I might add. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any cautions here in this first stage. I mean, we will have a mandatory caution once we hit lap number 99 of this first stage.
That is very true. Now, Cartman does seem to be dominating here so far, but Jeremy right there behind him is going to pass him up on the outside. Not sure if that'll work, though. This track is very similar to Martinsville and New Hampshire, where only the bottom line is basically the only drive for racing alone.
See Gamerstick back here. His last start coming a couple weeks ago when he won at Martinsville. Kind of got handed the victory. He was up there all day, but Cartman got tangled up with Jeremy and then later with Boost, and that ended his dominating performance there. As you can see, these 2 leaders, they have kind of lost Jeremy here. As long as Jeremy can get back into their slip, which I think he will, but like we talked about, these top 2 guys, these guys were the top 2 drivers of last season in TNS. They're the top 2 drivers here right now in LSRA. A little wide exit.
That is true. Both Stig and Cartman have been dominant in any series that I might add that they have ever raced. And Cartman with IROC and Armand, and Stig so far in TNS and Ford. Right now they're side by side coming out of Ford onto the front stretch.
Almost a little bit of contact there as they came onto the front stretch. See, Jeremy tries to get to the inside of Gamer Stig. He has room and gets there. Top 3 breakaway right now.
Might I also add that today Gold Blue and Magnus are making their LSRA debuts.
That is true. Gold Blue was in the booth with us a few weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, at Alamo Raceway. Did a very good job in that one, and he's making his first ever LSRA start here today. Let's go back and spectate on Gold Blue Monkey. Obviously, we had some technical difficulties.
Had a car pulled to the infield and maybe some engine troubles down there. I believe that is Hammerman.
Hammerman's pulled it off. Well, he more than likely will get another shot in the second stage. Remember, we still have a long way to go. We got a long afternoon of racing here in the Netherlands to go.
So Stig now is stuck to the inside of Cartman, and now he takes the lead. As Cartman looks to the inside, he's going to complete the pass as well, heading into the front stretch.
We can go back to these leaders here. It's just these top 3. Hanging on by a thread is Maggio, and we got a car up on the wall. It was Gamer Boy. He saves it. It looks as if DRM may have been involved in that incident as well, but only 2 cars. We stay green here. But like I was about to say,
the leaders up though. These cars starting to fall back.
That lap traffic.
There goes Stig. He's gonna make it stick. Cartman trying to get the run off the corner, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get it up. Never mind, here he goes, sticking it to the inside, and he's gonna make it stick.
Oh, this, ooh, he almost put Stig in the wall there. That was very close. You see Cartman looks as though he's fighting a very tight race car on exit. This track, like you were saying, it's very much like Jeremy's New Hampshire, where we have these virtually flat corners. Depending on what setup you're running, it looks to me as though, you know, these guys are running more of a higher suspension setup. May cause these cars to be a little loose on entry to these corners, and like we saw last week at Venray, almost not Venray, not as flat as Baarlo, but definitely the same effect here.
Oh yeah, you definitely do want to be loose getting in, because there's the banking. Normally at tracks like Bristol and Talladega and Daytona, the banking helps you turn, but since there's no banking here to help you turn, you're having to turn the corner by yourself, so loose ends definitely hit the turn for you. You just have to be able to control the car through the corner.
Stig a little loose on entry to that corner. He tried to woe it up a little bit, but he ended up getting, ooh, and he just loses it coming to that corner. If he's not careful, he's going to lose Cartman.
Cartman just about spun out a lap car.
That's Weiss, who's battling with Varmint for position. I believe that is for 11th position. As you see, Gamer Stig puts the bumper to Varmint a little bit. He's trying to get back up to Cartman. Trying to send a message to these lap cars saying, hey, I'm faster. I got to try to get back up with Cartman.
Indeed, that is true. As now Gold Blue Monkey's up in the wall in turns 1 and 2. He and Bulldogs will be battling it out as they're about to come on in and perhaps lap in.
Jeremy trying to get to the inside of Gamer Stig, and they're all chasing Cartman right now. They're about to already lap up to 9th place here. Looks as though Gold Blue and Bulldogs rather.
Oh, Cartman into the wall.
Cartman, that just shows you how hard Cartman is driving this car. He never lets up, no matter what lap it is. Look at how aggressive he is going into those corners. He is flying. He's sending it so hard in these corners.
His tires might be wearing because he's starting to hit the wall a whole lot more.
Same thing it looks as though Gamer Stig is experiencing right now. As he kind of breaks away from Jeremy. Let's see if Jeremy can get back into a slip. Yes, he does. In that almighty slipstream, it's a very big factor. Especially on a short track, a driver's track like this, and when you throw a slipstream into the mix, it really shakes things up.
Oh yeah, this is a great track. Very classic short track that you would think would be here in America. No, it's located in the Netherlands. It is one of the best short tracks I've probably ever seen or ever raced on. At least here in the GTA NASCAR series across all the three major ones and all the other ones like LSRA.
You see we got guys making their first pit stops of the afternoon. We got Bulldogs and Gamerstig coming in. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dakota.
You're fine, you're fine. But yeah, it looks great. Not only the track looks great, but the surrounding area looks great. Just gives you that old Saturday night short track ride.
Very beautiful creation indeed by the one and only Koning Willie. Part of this 2-week stretch of Dutch NASCAR racing in the LSRA Cups or LSRA Series. Remember last week we're at Venray Raceway, also located in the Netherlands, and also made by Koning Willie, who is our Flying Dutchman of torque.
There's nothing wrong with going across the pond to race the tracks like this.
See, everybody looks to be circling through their pits. I think Cartman is the only one. He's going to take his first stop of the day. He was the only one left out on the track to take his pit stop.
And he's going to take 2 right side tires and I think about a half can of fuel here. Interesting strategy.
So he may have gained. He may have gained a little bit coming through the pits. As you see, he's got some more ground on Stig right now. But Stig looking to close in. Cartman going to try to use these lap cars to his advantage. Yeah, Giraffe, he got caught up in some unfortunate circumstances there off the start. Running 7th right now. We'll see if he can get it together and maybe get a top 5 here once this stage is over. These laps are clicking off pretty fast. I'm going to get a lap check from Jeremy's stream really fast. Let's see.
Definitely, so far, this race is all fun. It's becoming more and more of a expected thing that Cartman shows up here and just dominates.
Talking about Cartman, he's got 3 wins on the season. Maybe should have had 4 if you remember at Alamo Speedway, where it was given to the win was given to Giraffe by checkpoint proximity, where Cartman was clearly ahead at the checkpoint. And
some of these tracks that do not have the start finish line have to go around that checkpoint.
quick lap check, we are on lap 35. Cartman seems to be on cruise control here. He's going to come up to lap number 37 of 99 in this first stage. About a third of the way through here. See, looks like he's going to come up to Teddy and lap him. That's 8th place. Next up would be Magnus and then Giraffe. The top 5 being Cartman, Gamerstig, Jeremy, Maggio, and Turf. Right now, those are the top 5 of the top contenders for this championship here. And it's going to be important for these guys to get some good finishes, especially winding down here. Like we said at the start, we got 4 races until the playoffs start at Trenton. And Cartman, since he's entered this series, it looks as though he's been the favorite with 18 playoff points, currently leading in playoff points right now. That'll be beneficial as we got a wreck. 2 cars up in the wall. Looks like it was Weiss and Teddy. And we stay green. It looks like it was only 2 cars. Oh, and the leader gets taken out. Varmint and Cartman make contact. Gamerstig gets into him. Big implications here. Varmint gets into Cartman, and Varmint spins off of Bulldogs. But when Dakota gets back, he is not going to believe what has just happened here. That's going to put Cartman all the way back to 4th place as Jeremy, Maggio, and Gamerstig take the lead. That is big here. Cartman sent it into the corner, and Varmint was there. And around he went. My, how quickly things can change. Here we're on lap number 43 of 99. Remember, it's only the first stage, so these guys still, you know, have some time to make some ground up here, if they wish. Only 14 minutes into this race. You see Jeremy looks as though he's already getting a little aggressive, already going down to protect the bottom. Three-way battle for the lead as Cartman, you're going to have a little bit of ground to make up, try to catch him. Gamerstig now has the fastest lap of the race. It's a 16.217. And Maggio sends it in on Jeremy, can't make it stick. And Jeremy goes to the bottom. Oh, Maggio gets into Jeremy. There's contact. They save it. I don't know if Jeremy's going to be too happy about that. Maggio and Jeremy making contact. Remember, they have some history as of recent. Not sure why these guys are, you know, breaking draft this early, especially in this stage of the race, but it is an interesting move for me to see guys do that, especially in this stage of the race. You know, you're starting to see that a lot, especially as of late. Stig trying to pull away here. He's got Maggio in his tire tracks though. Maggio just can't quite stick the bottom of the corner. He's been getting good runs into the corner, but he needs to figure out how he can stick that bottom of the corner. He just has not really been getting there, as you see Jeremy coming back into the picture here. A little contact into the wall. Turn off the HUD here, give you a nice full view of these leaders. Stig almost cutting off Jeremy there. He got off the track a little bit. Consistency is a key. These guys got to be consistent here. You see Stig just power sliding through the corner. Trying to woe it up. As you see, Jeremy looks to be a little better through the corner, just tapping the back end of Stig. Jeremy's got to get around him, because Stig is not looking very consistent as of right now. Jeremy can get by him. Maybe they can make something happen. If they just start making passes, they could try to catch Maggio, who is trying to pull away. You see Stig, he's getting frustrated. He's trying to break the draft of Jeremy, trying everything he can, because he's got to get up there. Because right now they're just pretty much letting Maggio pull away. They can find who's faster. They can try to make passes there. They can try to find who's faster of this group. And you see Cartman is now returning to this group. They can try to find who's faster and just follow. And just try to just stay in line and be patient and try to catch him. Ooh, contact. Sliding up towards the wall. I've been seeing a lot of that this afternoon. Ooh, contact. On lap number 58, only about 20 minutes into this race. And we'll make sure once this stage is over, the next stage we will have at the track coverage. There's an unfortunate lag out incident, and that's why I'm having to do it from here. But we will give you the at the track coverage in the next stage. You see they're coming in for their next pit stop. Stig comes in. And we'll be certain to see some more follow suit. Stig was the first one to come down for their second pit in this pit window. You back? Well, while you were gone, Dakota, let me just remind you of some of the interesting incidents that happened while you were gone. Cartman, leading the race, gets taken out by a lap car, pushes him back to 4th place. That surrenders the lead. Maggio, Gamerstig, and Jeremy go by him, but it seems as though Cartman has caught back up and they've reorganized themselves. Maggio's the leader as they cycle through pit stops once again.
Well, speaking of which, Maggio into the pits for his second pit stop.
This will be the final pit stop of this particular stage of the race.
And speaking of catching up, Hartman now pulling the fastest lap of the race. The only person being
Just about to say.
16.1, so he's definitely...
He's been fast. Stig did have the fast lap. It was a 16.217, but now, as you said, Cartman has eclipsed that mark. You see he's battling with, that's actually Maggio, who just come out of the pits. This will now become the battle for the lead between Maggio and Gamerstig. Maggio did end up pulling away from Gamerstig just a little bit before pit stops had cycled. But now Maggio getting caught up with some lap traffic as they get by Magnus, it looks like. And I believe that is Giraffe. Now they are already lapping up to 6th place here. They're going to make it 3 wide as he... Wow, what a move.
Magnus, on the other hand, not too sure who should be there, but I mean,
He's trying to stay in front of Giraffe.
leaders fight it out. I mean, no, like, he's trying to keep his position. Don't want to cause these leaders in positions.
It's like we saw that incident between Varmint and Cartman. Varmint was a lap car and got a little loose and sent it a little too hard, and it ended up costing Cartman the lead. Let's see what happens here. To see what develops off of that. Also, while you were gone, I forgot to mention we had a little bit of a, interesting contact between Maggio and Jeremy. They have some history as of late, and looks as though they were, getting a little rough with it on the racetrack, but it cleared up, and maybe one will never know. We'll try to get some extensive interviews after the race as well. Kind of been slacking on the interviews, but we'll get multiple interviews if we can after the race. Interview definitely the race winner, maybe whoever gets fastest lap, or we will definitely interview the pole winner, Giraffe. Ask them about their races. Get around DRM here. That's Varmint right there again. That opened the door for Maggio to get by him. Maggio's been struggling to keep it at the bottom of these corners, but he's learning every lap. Ooh. That was close.
Stig just got his nose on that curve. Definitely not the chance at this stage of the race. 2 leaders take each other out. Too early for exchange of pleasantries.
That is definitely true. We're on coming up to lap number 80. We've seen 0 cautions so far, just like last week. We did not see 1 caution in the race. Yeah. Wonder if I could do something like that right here. But I've got Jeremy's stream up. As you see, they're already. You see, Stig. Did you see? Was he breaking the draft there? Was it just me, or was he trying to break the draft?
Looks like a Stig definitely is mainly there. Stig had the upper line, but one thing that Stig's doing there is he is holding the bottom. We've seen that Parker, for instance, really split the first and middle lane, his first and second lane, and make it work there. Stig is all on that first lane. Left tire, right arm.
Right on that green.
Right on the green. Staying on the racing surface. Right on the green is magic. It's big loose.
Yeah, I've been noticing that as well. Maggio has been trying it, but he just hasn't been able to stick it. He's gotten to the bottom, and every time he does, it seems as though he washes up the racetrack. But like you said, Stig is able to keep it clean down on the bottom without any issue.
If I was Maggio, I would run like that. And just grabbing the slipstream. Right now, I was trying to follow the dirty areas. You cannot make it stick. Dirty area.
All he's got to do is he's just got to stay in Stig's slipstream and just let it roll. Let Stig pull him through the corner, and then try to make his move on exit.
Like this right there, just right
Perfect. Yeah, I think he's starting to figure it out. He's just letting it ride without being, a little too aggressive. I feel like earlier in the stages he may have been just a little too aggressive. As you see, he's got the run.
And now he hit the wall.
He backed out of it.
Down the back stretch.
He backed out of it a little bit. That's kind of a smart move, not trying to, be very aggressive. You still want to be aggressive here. You don't want to lose Stig, but you still want to keep him within reach and try to make a move whenever you feel that it's fit. And I think that's what we're seeing.
Down the back stretch, but he got a bit loose, but never mind, he's going to stay off the wall. Stig just doesn't have the wall.
Been seeing a lot of these guys.
Better corner entry than Maggio does. I mean, they're about even, and here comes Maggio. They're not going to stick in.
Can't get it quite enough.
Oh, he may have him, and he's not going to do that. I think that was his shot right there. To take it. And
Here he comes.
Here's his shot. Here he comes, side by side with 1 and 2. And they're both going to make it stick. Side by side.
Oh, they contact. He puts him in the wall. We got 9 laps to go in this stage. Ooh, Stig gonna try to give it back to him. 8 to go.
Now, are we gonna see that old short track move, the bump and run?
I think we might. I think from one of these guys, whoever's behind one another. I really don't think there's going to be any hard feelings between these guys. They don't race in the same Sunday series, so they don't have to be around each other. So I think that's going to allow them to take more chances here. We'll have to see what happens.
Now, for Maggio, I'll have to tell him, Stig, bump and run. Not going to wreck you, but it will push you out of the way. I've been on the receiving end of his bump and run. It's a good one.
Definitely a very aggressive, but yet sometimes he's a very smart racer. He knows exactly what he's to do. He's been in the GTA racing community a long time, and I think maybe that experience may carry over into this setting. Well, it has. You got to think Maggio doesn't have as much racing experience as Stig, so we'll have to see if that plays a factor as they get side by side here.
Side by side, just not enough for Maggio to
Maggio's losing him a little bit. You can't let him get away. Coming to 3 laps to go. Look, he's getting back with him. You just got to let his get back in his slipstream and let it roll. Just got to be patient. As here we go, coming up to a lap car. It's DRM.
I think that's going to be it. I think Maggio's going to be.
No, he's got the run. He's got the run. Look at this. 2 to go.
2 to go.
That's what I'm saying. He's just got to stay with it.
Get him. I think he's going to get 1 shot and then that's it.
Look at him. Playing it very smart, not taking his chances there. I probably would have just sent it there. But here we go.
Here he goes. Yep, this is where he goes.
There's a move.
1 lap to go into the stage, and I think he is going to secure the stage between unless Stig gets a great run.
Goes down to the block. Here he comes. Stick goes all the way to the bottom. The crossover. Side by side.
Maggio gets hit, but he's going to win stage 1.
He played it very much like he should have. Very smart move there, and I'm impressed by Maggio. Definitely a very good move there to win that one. He played it perfectly, stayed patient enough to where he made the right move, made the right call, and got by Stig for that win there. And we'll see if we can get a chat with him here in a second as the others fill in. We got Gamer Stig coming in second. We got, I believe Cartman may have gotten Jeremy for third. We'll have to see. Yes, he in fact did, and he's going to get the fastest lap here. Jeremy coming in 4th, Turf 5th, Magnus 6th, Giraffe 7th, Bulldogs 8th. Then we got Teddy Boys 9th. Gold Blue's going to come in 10th. That's going to round out the top 10. Then behind them we got Gamer Boy, Varmint, Weiss, DRM, and Hammerman, who unfortunately had some engine troubles early in the stage. That's how it'll finish. So what did we learn from this first stage here?
Well, definitely, you have to, if you are going to be battling, you have to pick and choose. You're going to have to give, but you're also going to have to take more give than take, I believe. As we saw there, Maggio had one move. He took the move, held on for it, and also played very smart, allowing Gamer Stig to send it into the corner and capitalize from the mistake. So hopefully with Maggio sends this momentum heading into the second stage and can get a good finish.
Well, I'm going to go back in and try to get a chat with Maggio and try to make it so he's audible. Let's see if we can do it here. I'll be right back. Maggio, do you have a copy? Well, you that was an impressive first stage from you. You played it right. Dakota and I up here were cheering you on. How did you really get it done? What was going through your mind there in those last few laps? Very impressive. We're up here. We were, you know, saying that you gotta just be patient, just roll around in the slip, and that's exactly what you did. And you ended up getting by him for the win. Switch it to sports. Utility. Yeah. You're gonna have to back out. All right. Well, there was a little troubles there, as obviously they did not set it on the right class, but Maggio was saying, you know, exactly what we were talking about. Just played it smart there, was patient, and he actually told us that he didn't realize that it was already that close to the end of the stage, and he just put the boosters on and made the move. Well, take a quick break here. Take a quick timeout.
Take a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it right here. All right. I just turned off the share audio, so now we can talk and we won't be on stream. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a great stage.
Yeah, that was fun. This time around, I'll obviously have a better view, and we can do it properly this time. But I was impressed with that. We actually made it work with both of them.
Do you want me to be on the track too?
If you want to, you can be on the track. Yeah, we can do that.
I'll be in the pit lane.
Let's see, invite here quickly. Are you in the lobby yet?
Yeah.
He sent invites out already?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna need an invite. Thank you. Oh yeah, I gotta turn, when I get in there, I gotta turn the audio back on. Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
Hope I don't lag out here. Alright. When we get on the track, I'll restart I'll turn on the audio. Uh-oh. Did I just lag out again? Am I here? Am I still here?
You're in audio.
Am I in the race lobby? Okay. Because I don't have any like the players on my screen for some reason. I think it's because I was on the second page, and then whoever was joining didn't, or stopped joining. Alright. Alright. Double carbon slab. Alright. The carbon is here. And that means I think they're gonna start it. Alright, I'm gonna turn the audio back up. Stream settings. Alright, we're back here for the LSRA Racing Series at Baarlo Raceway. We just completed stage number 1 of this 2-stage 99 lap doubleheader event. Got 99 laps to go. Dakota, what did we see in the first stage?
Well, I mean, I think we saw a lot of great racing out there. We saw a lot of smart moves, a lot of dumb moves, but all in all, it was really great racing. More in part, we saw Cartman dominate the first half. Unfortunately, he got hit against the setback. But a great battle there near the end with Maggio and Gamerstick. Maggio picking his moves right, unfortunately. Gamerstick not picking right moves. But I mean, other than that, it was a great finish.
Yeah, great one-on-one battle between both of those guys. Maggio playing it right, playing it safe, and made the right move at the right time. Are we going to see more of the same here, or are we going to see something different here? We had 0 cautions in that first stage. What do you think it's going to be like?
Well, part of me really wants us to go this whole race without any cautions, but it's going to get rowdy back there. But I mean, you never know. You never know. It's a great race, great racetrack. Everyone's not as not as aggressive as they normally are than the other tracks. Mainly because one wrong move and you're going to lose about 3 to 4 tenths here. So we may see some close battles here at the beginning, but I definitely think we're going to get spread out again. It's going to be somewhat along the way. Probably Cartman, he can get here.
Very true. Last stage, nerves have already set in. We heard from Maggio. It was very tense there in the last couple laps. And it being the final stage here, this is all or nothing. This is all the marbles. That last stage, that was just for a stage win. This is for the race win. So, in my opinion, I think we're going to see some more aggressive moves. Maybe some drivers taking a little more chances here. But we'll have to see what happens.
I believe so. I mean, I'm right here at the start-finish line. I'll tell you what, it's a weird position to be in, just right here. No, just sitting on top of the wall, no fence in front of me. Definitely
very
a
unsafe
position to be in, but, you know, someone's got to do it.
And you are the perfect person for the job, as they're getting it lined up back there. It looks as though there may be some confusion, maybe some timing and scoring errors. It looks like they got it in, and they should be rolling here in just a second.
As you said, it's oh, here they come. They're starting
to roll
now. Scary sight, seeing those 600 plus horsepower machines slowly roll towards you. And here we go. Green flag racing.
Oh, look at Cartman. He's trying to make it work underneath. That could have been a big pile up here in that first corner. As Jeremy moves to the inside. Can't make it stick. They're 3 wide for the lead.
And Cartman pulls out.
Oh, they're
here we
wrecking.
go.
Big crash down the front stretch. That is probably going to bring out a first caution. Jeremy, oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Did they make it to the line? That is the question. Whether or not that will be a caution. As the top 2 pull away, that was a huge crash. Jeremy got T-boned. And it looks as though...
Like the cams were like, they're just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it feels like out there.
And that will bring out our first caution.
That is indeed going to be a caution. Wow, what a... I got great footage of that. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, that was really sick. I got some good footage of that.
I thought Jeremy was going to lie up and hit me for a second.
Yeah, if he got in the catch fence, I would have said something like Austin Dillon's wreck or something like that. They do have some nice catch fencing here. Koning is a very amazing creator. And here we go, Dakota.
He is, and now here we go. After our first caution in 2 races. Here
over 100 laps.
Cartman lead them to the line. Back to green flag racing.
Fan out looks as though it's a little calmer than the first start we got. Look at Magnus looking for the lead. Yeah, look at Teddy Boys on the high side back there.
Oh, here they go, here they go.
Oh, down the front stretch again. Look at Magnus. Imagine if a car got airborne and just clipped you.
I'd like to not think about that.
We'll see what happens as they come down to the front straightaway once again. Way up on the high side. Look at them roar off of that corner.
What's weird is the sniper scope's actually shaking when they drive by. Oh, Magnus takes the lead.
Oh, he's trying. can't make it stick, just
But he
not
can't
enough.
Wait, hold on a second. He's there, but not close enough.
We focus in on our stage 1 winner, Maggio and Gamerstig. They were top 2, and now they're sort of in the pack here. They're looking to get back up there as Cartman and Magnus pull away. Jeremy back in that number 66 today. Had to use number 43 last week.
Oh, Magnus gets a bit loose off a 3 or 4. I don't know.
He's gonna lose Cartman.
It's the Netherlands, man.
It's backwards. Just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit.
Don't tell the execs. I feel like Cartman's trying to hit me since I'm up on the 1. Or at least trying to make me.
Focusing in on Cartman here. Look at his line. He's just running so smooth, like he was in the first stage. He's just got to hope he doesn't get caught up in another lap car incident that pretty much sealed the deal for his first stage race.
I mean, he is pulling away. As long as he just doesn't, like you said, doesn't get any incidents, I think he's going to secure this win.
You know, Magnus here. Magnus is under fire from Gamerstig now, as well as Jeremy and Maggio. This pack of 3 is moving. We go back to Giraffe, Turf, Teddy. Bulldogs in there. Bulldogs is relegated to the back as of now. Might need another yellow to help his chances here. Let's take a look at Gold Blue Monkey. As we said earlier, Gold Blue making his first LSRA start here today. Up on the wall, Varmint and Hammerman. They go 3 wide.
Tell you what.
And Gold Blue's pulling it off. He's bringing it in.
3 wide heading into turns 1 and 2. Maggio, Stig, and Jeremy. That was scary.
These guys are really hungry right now. They got to get organized here, but they're not really gaining racing like this. They got to try to get organized. See who's faster. Maybe follow the leader. It's kind of how you have to do it at these tracks. And now we have a 4th player coming into the picture here, and it's Giraffe.
Yeah, finally catching up. This Cartman's starting to gain on some lap traffic now. Yes, he is smooth.
That is the gap. Gonna have to keep a close watch on these guys right here, because this could,
You know, this is weird. I think they're using me as an entry marker.
They might be standing right there at the entry at the corner. There's Bulldogs, just hanging out right there, running currently in the 8th position. They're even more aggressive. They're 3 wide down the front straight away.
Oh my god.
They're just going for it. They don't care what position this is.
It's snowing sideways. Oh, is Cartman now approaching lap traffic?
Let's keep an eye on Cartman.
On the inside, Magnus about 2.5 seconds behind.
Gets around DRM safely. He's about to hit Varmint. Remember, Varmint's the one that caused his incident last race. That ended his chances at a stage win.
Oh,
I might have to come down.
Going into the pits. That looks like Jeremy. No, not Jeremy. Oh, I think it's Jeremy.
So we'll make their first pit stop.
I'm gonna try to work my way to the pit wall.
And we do have some coming in. It's the Gamer Boy, and we got Varmint coming down pit road. Their first stops of this stage. Here comes Gamerstig. DRM as well, and then there's Bulldogs. all pulling it in, getting 4 fresh Atomic tires. We got Teddy Boys coming through. Varmint's coming again. There's Maggio coming in to make his pit stop. Here's where it will come circle back. Oh, Gamerstick goes around. He just barely tapped Maggio going into the corner, and he just spun around.
As Cartman now pulling out of the pit lane, also grabbing him fresh Atomic tires.
He's now in the midst of 2 lap cars, just as he was last race. It's Varmint, and I believe that might be Weiss. Yes, it is. Looks like they're going to let him go. Weiss gets loose off the corner. He is struggling in that race car right now.
You know who else is struggling? I'm struggling to keep shaking my pants right now, man.
Like Cartman, confusion.
Block on Cartman.
He tried to. I'm not sure what was happening. I'm not sure what that was all about, Dakota. But Cartman tried to get around him, and then maybe there's some confusion on where Cartman was going to get around him, and he maybe tried to pull low to give Cartman the high line, but luckily that wasn't another unfortunate incident for Mr. Cartman, who is just, he has dominated now the last 3 weeks basically. Martinsville, obviously we talked about that, was an unfortunate end to that race, and last week he, I believe, let all but maybe 5 laps in a caution-free race at Venray to score the win. And he is putting some time as, Magnus and Maggio now fighting for that 2nd spot. It's getting close there. Oh, Magnus makes contact with Weiss.
Bit of contact between Stig and Jeremy. Alright, we're going.
Run. Dakota's now in the infield here. We're going to get an on-track view here. Gold Blue has pulled it off. Maybe we can get him in here in a second.
Alright, I'm on top of the pit boxes up here.
What's the sight down there, Dakota? What's it like?
Not bad. It's not bad. You know, you can see the full racetrack. So the crew chiefs will definitely be able to tell what's going on. Their cars won't have to rely on the spotters in case they can't see. Definitely a good place for them to be, that's for sure. Oh, I hear someone making contact.
Some fenders clanking there, coming down the front straightaway, entering the 2nd corner. I'm going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be back shortly.
Oh, we have a caution.
We do have a caution. We're back here at Baarlo Raceway as we go under our 2nd caution of the afternoon.
That's double the ones that we had of previous race.
That is true, and looks like they'll get it reorganized once again, and we'll go back green flag racing. We missed what the caution was for, sorry about that, but I had to take a quick break.
looking at it right now, man. The field's looking kind of suggestive.
This is gonna, you know, like we talked about, after the very first start of this stage was very hectic, and then it got the first restart was a little bit more calm. But now that we've got a couple, well, I'd say a couple, we've got many laps in the stage under their tires, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on here.
Track right now, and I'll tell you what, this is a curious position to be in. But as soon as they roll in, just step on the pages on the scared shit.
You do not want to get run over there, Dakota. A second, let me go in there real quick. Gold Blue, join the party. Oh. Here we go.
We have a bit of light fog in the area.
Will it rain?
It drops back.
Yeah, Cartman lost some ground there on the restart. See what he can do. Can he get that lead back? Maggio's hanging tough on the outside. This is what happens. We get this type of racing on these restarts. This amazing race. Oh, look, it's a tight squeeze into that corner. Magnus goes to the lead. Oh, Jeremy sends it into the corner. He almost took out Magnus. Magnus has to fight it all the way back up to the top of the corner, and he loses a ton of spots there. Look at this. Look at Turfo. He's coming into the picture. This is the most cars we've seen battle for the top spot all day. Look at this. They're 3 wide. They're almost 4 wide. Jeremy comes up into Maggio. They make it stick. 3 wide for second down the front straightaway. Dakota, this is amazing. I'm sitting here wondering why we haven't seen this type of racing all day. Is it the pressure?
I believe it's the pressure, and also the way that the tires are out right now, and the fact that we just got a restart in it. It's a mix of a lot of things, but it does equal great racing. Someone doesn't know how to do it.
Who it is? They'll have to get that figured out before the race ends.
That's Jeremy.
Is it Jeremy?
Yeah, it is Jeremy.
Oh, we give the bumper to Stig. Did you see that? Magnus had a run there, just couldn't get it done there. Jeremy all the way to the bottom, a little too aggressive, a little too early to be making those types of moves. But as you know, Jeremy known for being aggressive early in the race. As you see, he goes back to the bottom. Cartman gets underneath him. Oh.
Is he gonna make it stick?
And Dakota, that's exactly why you do not want to make those moves. As you see what just happened to Jeremy. He tried to get aggressive, and it cost him there.
Aggressive goes around.
That's how it is. And look at this. They're still 3 wide. This is amazing.
Some of the best racing I think I've ever seen in motorsports.
The lead.
Jeremy now going to take this on. The leaders are still racing side by side since the restart. Unbelievable.
This pack is 7 cars deep, and they're making it stick so far. They may even add 3 more players to this, as Teddy Boys and Bulldogs have now caught up to this very outskirts of that slipstream that pack is in. And we are now being joined by
Here they come.
Gold Blue, who has exited the race. And he'll get hit. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, that was close.
We almost had a big one there. Almost had to put out the yellow flag.
And that might split these packs up. We'll have to see what happens. Gamerstay's going to try to lead him back. As you see, he's going to try to break that slipstream. And we are being joined by Gold Blue. Tough end to your race. But glad you're up here with us.
lead.
What happened out there, Gold Blue?
Well, you know, we were running 10th for the first half of the race, and then the second half we just got pushed to the back and never really recovered. So.
And then the engine ended up letting go on her. Unfortunate for you. As we have some really awesome racing going on here.
I'm going to show you these clips from I'm not going to post them. I'm doing some NASCAR on NBC.
Doing some boost pictures.
The sniper camera work is an art. It is truly an art. I just wish there was like binoculars.
Yeah. Or like a camera.
Yeah.
I got a hammer. Never mind, you're going too fast. Actually, I'll come back here. Oh! Hartman's gonna pass onto the inside of Stig. Stig is right behind him.
Hartman's hanging in there.
Hartman's just scraping the wall on the backstretch. He's batting down.
Damn, that was close, Dakota.
What do you mean? That was like halfway through the infield.
That was it. That was in my camera shot.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Over the race cars. You ready for this one? Once they come by, I'm going to shoot it.
The opposite way.
Alright, so you see him? Watch this.
Oh, I see him. I'm pretty sure they're probably
yeah, they're gonna be.
They're probably not too happy about that one.
Yeah, they're not happy about that one. We're gonna stop it. As you can see, these racers are pissed off.
And they're coming into pit. They're coming in for their final pits of the afternoon, Dakota. This is where it all comes together, barring a yellow. Oh, look at Hammerman. He screws up the entrance of pit road. There's confusion down there.
No, Hammerman. No.
Hammerman. Unfortunate there.
That's a teammate.
That's a teammate. Excuse me. Let me get a lap check real quick.
As Cartman is leading this race by a good 3-second lead, it looks like. He's pulling away from her.
We go all the way back to second. That's Maggio. He's trying. Just like last stage, he's just got to try to get in that zone and push as hard as he can. Maybe Cartman could catch some of these lap cars. What do you think, Gold Blue?
I think, yeah, as long as they stay consistent over these next couple of laps, they'll make it on at the end.
Well, with you being actually on the track at a point in this race, what was it really like? What was the track really like? How did your car handle as we see Cartman coming in? What was it like in traffic?
It handled well in traffic, and then it didn't like so well being 3 wide on the track. It kind of got too tight. Running by myself is the preferred option. You can get around this track a lot faster by yourself. Sometimes the car got a little too tight and we ended up hitting the wall, but nothing too severe that these racers need to worry about.
Well, I forgot to mention Stig and Cartman are battling it out.
They're back together now. This Stig, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Stig has taken his pit yet. So
I don't believe he has, but he does need those laps left.
He sure does. He's trying everything he can. I believe Cartman has already eclipsed the most laps led status for the afternoon.
Oh, definitely.
Gamerstig did lead a good portion of that second stage, or the first stage rather. along with Cartman, and Maggio led some laps in there as well. These the top two from Season 2 in TNS, battling it out right now. So we're coming into the closing stages of this one. Dakota, this begs the question, will we see another caution? We've seen 2 cautions only in this race, and they've come in this stage, so what do we think is going to happen here?
Honestly, I think that everyone's got normal brake sliders, and that we're probably going to go green the rest of the race. However, I don't think that's going to stop us from having these little 2-car incidents that we have. As far as cautions go, I don't think we're going to have any for the remainder of the race.
Focus on Jeremy now. He's hanging in there. He's running in the 3rd position. Looks like Maggio's fallen back a bit.
This battle between Stig and Goldblue is not Stig and Goldblue, Stig and Hartman.
Got Goldblue up here.
Goldblue now in second place.
Where'd he come from?
Man, he's the
Hartman
fastest.
just staying behind Stig. Stig is just doing good. Hartman's having to hesitate. Now he's not hesitating. He's going. There goes Cartman. He's passed it on the backstretch.
Ooh, Stig had the line, and then he got loose.
Now he's in front of Cartman.
This is a really great battle. This is what it's all about. This is good old short track racing. Both of these guys going head to head, and it's only going to get interesting from here on out. Just like we saw between Maggio and Stig. 1 second as Jeremy, I've got his stream on. We'll see what lap it is as they circle back around. We are on lap number 77 of 99 in this stage. Coming to lap 78.
Stig goes to the inside. Will he make it stick? Yeah, he's going to make it stick.
He will. So other than these 2 drivers, it's back all the way back here to Jeremy. And we'll go through the field. There's Giraffe and Maggio now battling for that top 5 spot. And then Magnus, Bulldogs, Turf, Wheeze, Teddy Boys, and then Hammerman back here, hanging in there after that pit road incident. DRM about to go yet another lap down, as well as Hammerman and Varmint, who are very close to being lapped once again. Remember, we do go caution free at lap number 90, and they are closing in. Just about 10 laps until we do go caution free. Cartman looking underneath. Gamerstig's been very fast, but to me it seems as though Cartman's been very consistent, but Cartman losing ground a little bit now. Now Cartman trying to play the offensive on Gamerstig, it appears.
They're both battling so hard. It is going to come down to these 2. If they keep racing the way they're going to race, but I just don't know who's going to have the upper hand.
What a move by Cartman that lap. You see him pass on the outside, just barely had enough room.
Cartman's going to pull a crossover on the inside line.
This time by, we have 5 to go until no more cautions in this one. It's hard. Look at this. This is amazing. These guys, 2 of the best racers in the field, just going head to head, and we get a front row seat for it.
Now the question is, will they stay clean or will they use the bumpers when they close the laps?
Oh, between these guys, no question. I feel like these guys are very clean, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not reserved, but I don't really think that these guys are willing to overtly use their bumpers. I think they're just going to let it play out, just like Maggio and Stig did last stage. I think it's going to be more of the same as we close in.
Make sure I'm going to have to get onto the infield side. It comes down side by side.
I'm going to have to get a good finish, a good view of that finish, which reminds me I'm going to actually go down there right up to the finish line here.
I'm going to back up a little bit because it's dead on.
It's a great view coming off the corner. Here they come, beating and banging, side by side.
What lap are
Coming to lap number 92 now.
we on? There goes Stig pulling way ahead.
They have caught lap traffic.
Oh, they got lap traffic on.
This is going to get
Stig
interesting.
got amazing fun into the corners. He's going to pull to the inside. Gold Blue, what do you think? Side by side to the line?
I feel like it's going to be side by side. They've been side by side for the last 10 laps.
It's amazing.
Here we
Most
go.
talented drivers in the field.
Down the front stretch, they're still side by side.
Neither one of them given an inch.
Ooh, a little bump.
Oh,
Game mistake.
ooh, some contact. Yeah, as you said there, they got a little. Gotta keep it easy here. Still a long way to go. Cannot wreck each other before it's all said and done.
Carmen to the inside.
Here we go, coming to 5 laps to go.
It's going to be a close one, that's for sure.
Oh, we got a car up at the top.
tire.
It's
Ooh,
DRM.
Big
Oh,
wreck on the
big
back
crash.
stretch. But it's not going to matter. Coming
No
up, the way to
cautions.
go. Will
No
the
more
leaders
cautions.
catch it, or will the field clean it up?
It's
Side
It's
by
a-
side, coming out of 2.
wow. It's very lucky that they did not get caught up into this one, and they're still side by side. I think we're gonna see definitely a photo finish here. We're coming to 3
laps
more
to go.
laps. Gamersig's holding that inside. As you see, someone's respawning there. They're gonna have to get out of the way. One car's up at the top as well in turn two rather. Gamerstig has the advantage. Here comes Cartman.
Laps. They'll get the white flag next time by. 2 laps to go.
Cartman has the top side. He's got to try to make it stick.
Ooh,
They make
beating and
contact. They're beating and banging. Here they come. Is Cartman going to try to send it as hard as he can? Here they come. White flag. Oh, it was the finish. Gamerstig gets it. Gamerstig gets the win. We really fucked that one up. But that doesn't matter.
I got the finish. Man.
Doesn't matter. That was one of the greatest one-on-one
Greatest
battles.
I've ever seen.
And it was a pleasure to commentate that battle. What a race here. Gamerstig gets the win, his second win on the season. And there's a commentator running across the track, and it looks as though the commentators are gonna execute each other one by one. There goes one. And Dakota is left standing, it appears. Oh, and what is this? We have a car coming to take him out, and he's dead.
He gone.
Alright, we're gonna save the clip of that. That was a great finish.
That was indeed a very nice finish. You know, those guys fought hard. Gamerstig finished the second in the first stage, and he's gonna win the second stage and gets the fastest lap. The same fastest lap he got in the first stage, but since Cartman got the faster lap in the first stage, that means it's gonna go to Cartman. Maggio gets the stage win. Cartman fastest lap, Giraffe pole, Gamersig with the win.
That is an amazing race that we had here tonight, or this afternoon. Unbelievable finish by Cartman and Stig. Stig, congratulations to him for the win. And all of us watching, I mean, we got a really good race there in the end. Great finish.
And you know, these races are only going to keep getting better, because after this we got 3 more weeks in the regular season until those playoffs start at Trenton. Next week they go to Bowman Gray Stadium. That should be a very exciting race. Unfortunately, indeed, unfortunately I will not be there to commentate that one. But we'll be back the following week and potentially to the end of the season. So, any other final thoughts? Gold Blue, we're sorry that your night ended up coming to an unfortunate end. We're glad that you came up here and joined us for the remainder of the race.
It's all good. But
Better luck next time.
Yep, gonna be back next week.
And I'd like to say next week, where are we racing next week?
Bowman Gray Stadium for LSRA, yes.
Bowman Gray Stadium. You will get to see the voice, myself, make his LSRA debut at that track.
We'll have to keep an eye on that one. I'm not going to be there. Reason being is I never miss anything that has to do with Daytona for the world, and next week the Xfinity race unfortunately will be coinciding directly with LSRA.
Oh wait, is the Xfinity race?
Yep, it's going to be at 5 o'clock next Saturday.
Wait, are you going to it?
No, I'm just going to watch it. I'm not going to go to it this year. But, yeah. But, I'll be... Let me pull up the schedule real quick for LSRA. I can probably give you an idea of every race that I will be broadcasting until the end. Let's see. So next week, obviously, at Bowman Gray. Then we go to the Charlotte Roval. And then the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And then the playoffs start at Trenton. Then they go up to Watkins Glen. Then to Nashville. Then to Citrus County 2.0. Then to the Miami Roval. Then to Patriot Beer 500. Then to Talladega, Texas World, Auto Club Next Gen, and the season finale will be at the Homestead Miami Speedway. So rough guesstimate, I think I'll probably be able to make Charlotte, Indy, Trenton, Watkins Glen, basically most of the races in the playoffs. So yeah. Anyway, that will do it